Weather.
It's currently clear and 46 degrees.
Now, I heard that nice and loud. Probably heard it extremely loud. Why do I got a iPhone 12 in my pocket? Hey, thank you for joining me. That is an excellent question. But why am I using a GoPro Hero 10, a media module, and so forth? I might as well start saying in my tags, GoPro Professional. Are you sick and tired of GoPro giving you issues over and over again? The same consistent issue. Does it stop you from getting a new computer? GoPro. I totally agree. I use my GoPro each and every day for many different shots and scenes. And when I have an issue, I share it. I don't pass it along as the camera does not have an issue. And I don't share no issues. Well, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the GoPro Hero 10 and the media module with the front module mic on. I am shooting at 4K at 30 frames per second linear plus horizon level and my ISO 100/400 maximum. My hypersmooth is on high, my bit rate is high, and my white balance is 5000 Kelvin with the sharpness low. These are my settings that make the camera work for me without a single issue using firmware 1.20. I'm at GoProCommunity.com or CommunityGoPro.com, right? And I see and I hear a lot of people say something like this. How do I return my camera? And you know what we asked? 21 questions. Are we all on the same forum? I just find it so hard to believe you know how to buy a camera but cannot get to support on the same forum. And you gotta post your name, address, phone number, email, all that good stuff on the World Wide Web, thinking that you're on a private one-to-one with GoPro. Like everything in this world, man, is so perfect, right? I got somebody calling me. Just ignore it. I'm doing a review. GoPro is the best camera in the world. They are so great. They got the name GoPro over 10 years ago. And today they're professional. So professional that they're coming out with the GoPro Professional. That makes me want to go take all my money and go get one as soon as I can. I want to get a GoPro Hero 11, a GoPro Hero 11 Max. I want to get a GoPro Hero 11 Session, and I want to get the GoPro Hero Professional. I gotta stop. My eyes are burning. Oh man, they're burning. They're tearing. I know you're bored, GoPro. I know you're sick and tired of all the issues, but we all just use it. We spent out $400 or $549 and we make do with what we got. So it's question time that Red Dragon asked me, hey Fish, does the GoPro Hero 10 overheat? Well, it's like 42 degrees, going to be up to the high 50s today and tomorrow. And it's the perfect time that the camera won't overheat. Now, later on, you know, when you do your 1 hour plus video, I did a live stream. The camera did not overheat. So there are ups, there are downs. I shoot, like GoPro says, keep it 2-3 minutes. I'm happy. It works for me. I don't do anything more than a 4 gig file size anymore. 4 gig gives me about what, 6 to 10 minutes, 9 minutes exact, and that's good enough for me. a question at the hub was answered. I want to do time lapses, and I want to do them for a long period of time. And I want to use the mains and have the externals be used. I guess he meant he wants to use the internal battery and an external power source. And he wants to have backup. Well, GoPro is professional. They don't allow things like that. You take out the battery, use whatever power source you have. AC, power bank, battery from a car, anything that throws 12 volts to a 5 volt 2 amp system, and you won't have any issues doing a time lapse. But hey, you have to protect your camera from the elements like rain, moisture, anything that gets into the battery door. So a waterproof case, drill a hole, make your own little door, silicone it up, and off you go. Drone. Right there, that's a drone. National landmark. And you try to look for somebody who's got the drone, and they're nowhere to be found. So they're somewhere on the beach or down further. Right there, he's got his phone. It's not him, it's somebody. And you know, you got the police over there and they don't see it. That's why I be careful. GoPro is a professional. He's got his own problems. You don't need to have a GoPro. And he has to deal with something about staying out of it. And a GoPro could pick up just about anything. It's got the best mic in the world. Front mic, back mic, internal mic. That's about it. GoPro. I'm not about to end the video. Boardwalk's talking to you. And I've talked enough about GoPro. If I made sense or not, little tidbits here and there, I find, you know, firmware 01.20, the GoPro Media Mod does a good job. It works when it works. It does its job when it does its job. And yeah, I can use anything else I want and get better shots and better results. But why on earth do we want to use a GoPro when it's full of bugs and issues? Imagine you're a carpenter and you had to build this boardwalk and you didn't use a single nail or a deck bolt. You think the boardwalk's going to stay up and work perfect? They want you to build a boardwalk for them, you. I don't think anybody's going to hire you if you leave things out or mess things up. You have to have a perfect camera, right? That's what I'm trying to say. GoPro is not perfect, and there are other companies that did a better job but did not offer what everybody wants. Horizon level, hyper smooth, and max lens mod. Speaking of a lax lens mod, max lens mod, you're not going to be able to get one with the Hero 11. They're going to discontinue it because the professional model is going to have a rounded figure. So GoPro is going to change things up. If they start to change up their accessories to the Hero 11, how are you going to feel? That's what I'm saying. I think I would, you know, just deal with what I got, not go ahead and purchase a max lens mod, because then I could get a wider field of view and I can adjust my camera. But I'm not sure what other issues are going to come about if I go spend an additional $100. A $549 camera, a $90 lens mod, a $90 media mod. That's what? $750 I got in hand. And I tell you, if I taken that $750 and put it towards a Sony ZEV-10, I have something a little bit bigger than the GoPro. So maybe these DSLR cameras, Sony should start to come down with a smaller DSLR. Come down with a 1/2 third sensor, smaller than the GoPro that offers everything. Get in competition with GoPro. Put them out of business. Who would put GoPro out of business if Sony, Canon, Panasonic, Nikon, well, they tried to make their own action camera, but they haven't brought a DSLR point and shoot into an action camera. And bring GoPro into your zone. Don't go into GoPro zone, and make a great mini point and shoot camera like the Canon Elphi size. And I would jump ship in a heartbeat. I want to thank Steve WB for bringing to my attention 2 videos. The iCam Pro. And 2020 they made a square one, and they tried to, get people interested. To now we've got another company that just taken an iPhone 13 and they miniaturize it, and they put a couple of buttons and a 3.5 millimeter adapter. They designed their own little iCam action camera. And if I was to be interested in that, it had to be a little thicker in depth, and it would have to have a tripod, and of course today a front-facing screen as well. Then that would work, but not have it a full-size screen, because when you hold it, your hands just, going to get in the way of the touch-sensitive screen. But that is very interesting. They got a GoPro, the GoPro Professional. You see, GoPro Professional, man. So yeah, not all about GoPro, right?
Oh, okay, I see. I got it.
It answered for you. Again, you got a dog that answered. You got a horn that answered. You name it. I'm getting on out of here. I had a beautiful ride, and I could start to strip down into my t-shirt, but not worth it. I hope you learned about enough of GoPro. Don't get brainwashed with GoPro. Many people love GoPro. Nothing wrong with that. Some people just hate GoPro. Nothing wrong with that. And some people are first learning about getting not to liking the GoPro anymore. And ain't nothing wrong with that either. They edit that out. I turned my face. I had no other choice but to go as far away as possible. I didn't want to be in the whole thing and wave my hat and all that. I could have said, ain't nothing with a GoPro. Told you it's like, almost like summertime out here. I mean, it's hot on the boardwalk, but it ain't that hot to take your shirt off. Well, don't get me wrong, people. Don't get me wrong. I say my, I talk my talk, I say my piece, and I share my thoughts to all out loud. What I like, dislike. I did the good, I did the bad, and I did the ugly. I just want a camera that's not going to give me a headache of all the time long. You got to understand, that the kid was saying, get a GoPro! Everybody's stripping down, man. They're stripping down. I'm not going to go point my camera there. I'm heading on back. I'm going to have a lot of fun editing, all that good stuff. Try to make good with what I did and piece part it together with my old machine. Yeah, you never know with GoPro. 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 Now you know with a GoPro. Did you know with a GoPro?